Welcome back to the press this morning. Glad to know that you are still there. If you just joined us, you've missed our weather report for the morning and of course the front pages of our newspaper. But not to worry, our guests are all here in the house, and I'm very happy to let you know this morning that it's a full house. We have a lady and a gentleman in the house. Let me start from the lady this morning. She is Tayo Olaniyi. She is a social analyst, and when she has the time, she also does some business and economic analysis. Tayo, it's so nice to have you on the press this morning.
It's my pleasure.
You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, Tayo is not the only one in the house. We have a friend to the house, a gentleman to the house, one I've seen from afar and I've always wanted to get close to. And I'm so happy to have the opportunity this morning to have other guests in the house, who is a public affairs analyst. He is Habib. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Annie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Mr. Habib Gajo, and of course Tayo Olaniyi this morning. There's a lot happening, in the polity. There's a lot happening in Nigeria, so much unfolding stories, some good and some not good at all. The way I love to start, on the show is to first pick your mind on your take on Nigeria right now. As a Nigerian, what are your feelings with the happenings all around you? I would want to start with you, Tayo, before I get to Habib.
It's, for me, my take, Nigeria, in the state we are right now, we need help. It's so disheartening that things are not getting any better. The inflation, the rise in prices, the way the economy is right now, the way the economy has gone so bad that to, afford common, food and source of livelihood, to pay bills is becoming so difficult. So Nigeria right now at this stage, except God helps us, except there's a total change, things are not the way they should.
Yeah, I did tell you that when she has the chance, she has wanted to take on the economy, and she has started right that way this morning. Well, State of the Nation, Habib, I really want your take. We've had the lady talk about that, and yes, I'm not surprised she had to start from the economy. But your take on the State of the Nation before we go straight on into the papers.
Well, we're in a democratic dispensation, and what we are seeing and what we are experiencing, there is no democracy in it, because democracy is coming of the people, by the people, and for the people. And what we are seeing is government by the fews and led by fews and enjoyed by fews. You understand? So it's so like she said, it's so disheartening to see what is happening around Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to be the strongest economy in Africa and competing with the strongest economy in the world. You understand? We are not a poor nation. We have so many mineral resources. We are rich. We are not poor. You understand? So the way Nigeria is declining from 2013, 14, 15, 16 is the worst. 17 since we entered recession to 2016 up till today, we are still in recession because nothing get better. The prices has not gone back. The standard of life has not gone back. The insecurity, the killings, lack of health care
facilities,
standard and education, there is nothing is working. We have only few people that enjoy this country. We have only two rich people, two classes that enjoy this country. You understand?
Yes,
either be a corrupt government official or a corrupt politician. Those are the only rich people. The rest, we are all poor. There is no wealth circulation, and improvement.
It's just circulating around the...
Just in one axis.
In one axis, yeah.
Okay. All right, the state of the nation, the minds of my guests to kickstart our discussion this morning. And now we will definitely come back to the economy somewhere in between. There's a paper we have that we didn't actually capture on our front pages, but we'll take a look at that so we can expatiate on that. And of course, we'll do a follow-up on what Habib has said, in his own his take on what is going on in the country. But I would like to start our discussion from the Tribune. Most of the papers this morning had the same screaming headlines, which is Lagos and Osun, the unfolding stories, the chaos in Lagos Assembly, and of course the bloodshed of mayhem in Osun. And the chaos in Lagos, I did bring the rider. It says DSS invasion of Assembly premises, entering of chambers spark outrage. Lawmakers, assembly workers, indigent storm assemblies scuffle with security personnel. Leaked memo shows DSS was invited over need for enhanced security measures. Now, that is where I want us to start our conversation. The DSS said they didn't storm. They didn't get to the assembly all by themselves. They were actually invited. That is what actually caught my eyes in the story. And I would want your reaction on the Lagos Assembly saga as it unfolds.
Are they who invited them? If they're invited, you understand? It's not a business of a security agencies to be interfering in governance, more especially in lawmaking. You understand? Lawmaking is one of the critical components of democracy. You understand? Because of the separation of power. Now, we have seen what judiciary are doing. We have seen how the assemblies, state assemblies and national assembly, and even the councillors are doing. You understand? So, if there is issue with inside the assembly, or between the members, they should allow the members to do their needful. Nobody was elected to be a speaker, but they were elected to be a members of the state assembly or national assembly to make laws for us,
for the people,
for Nigerians and the indigenous of the state. You understand? But when there is all this, if there is all this crisis, they have internal mechanism of solving the issue. Obasa has done his own, and his colleagues are not satisfied. They impeached him, and they brought Melinda. You understand? With 35 votes. So where is he standing? So who is going to invite DSS to do what? Is Obasa coming to force himself as a speaker of the members of the state assembly? No, he can't. They can handle him. We have seen so many situations in so many states. Why security agencies will interfere in who will preside over
the house,
the House of Assembly? We have seen this. We have experienced this in River State. We have seen all this kata. It's not today, but the security agencies, what they need to do is to maintain law and order. If there is a breakdown of law and order, if there is, but if there is none, they don't have any business. Because they have internal mechanism, they have constitution that guides them, they have rules of the house and the business of the house, they have committees, standing committees that handle any crisis that will emanate from that. So I think they need to tell us who invite them first, so we know whether it's the governor or it's Obasa,
yes,
or it's Melinda. You can't rule out.
Kata that you just rightly said. Well, we all know that, like you also rightly said, Obasa was actually impeached But there have been a lot of controversy surrounding it. One moment we hear that Tinubu is going to, has given directive that he be reinstalled. We hear, he's going to take Obasa and his people were at the assembly, and Obasa is coming back. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding, this Lagos Assembly Bruhaha, and of course, what happened with the chaos with the DSS coming, which is we're happy we didn't have a total breakdown like we had in Osun State, where there was loss of lives. Now, Miranda, there's a writer, Miranda gains support, sheds tears amid confidence vote by 36 lawmakers. Now, I want to ask you, I know a lot of people in the House will be like, they're going there now. They want to turn it into a feminist thing. No, that is not it. We're taking a look at the situation on ground. But of course, you're free. That is why when we open the phone lines, you're free to call in and have your say on the conversation. Do you think part of this has to do with a woman? Now, this is like history for
we women.
I
was excited
women,
at least
for
the first time
Assembly,
women are coming up.
This has to do with Miranda being there, or it goes beyond what we see on the surface?
Well, for me, I wouldn't be able to analyze that. What I wanted to just say that the DSS conduct was very unnecessary and unprofessional. I was so excited that at least we have in history, we have at least a woman that could occupy that seat, which was a plus for we the women, and we're happy. So I know even if it was a man, since he has taken it as a right to be on that seat, it's like it's no more democracy we're running. It was just like we are still in the military governance where you want to be a leader by force. You just want to be there. You don't want anybody. You had an opportunity to lead the people, but you didn't do it well. They were not satisfied, and they have the right to impeach you. And they impeached you. After impeaching you, what are you supposed to go and do? Go and rest and look out for other opportunities. But you want to come back by force and impose yourself on the people. It's not done. It's not done that way. So I don't want to look at it because it's a woman that is there. But we really appreciate that a woman is there and she's doing her job properly. And for me, I felt the harassment was, not needed. It was unwarranted. And the people elected him to protect the interest of the people, and since they were not getting what they want, they had the right to remove him from his seat. Another thing I want to talk about is that democracy is something that is done willingly. It's not something you enforce on people. So I feel he should take it easy. If he wants to come back again, he should plan for another time, but not now. Right now, he's no more there, and he should just take it. We find it difficult to take defeat. We find it very difficult to take defeat. So for me, I feel he should allow the person that is there to do her job and do it diligently.
Now, Habib, you did use River State. You use River State, the situation going on in River State, as a comparison to what is happening in Lagos. This man has been impeached, and someone else was voted in. Rightfully, the rule of law was followed. They did everything to the books, but he's still holding on. Why is it difficult? Why has it become a recurrent decimal? Why has it become something that is common in our politics, where people just want to hold on to power at all costs? I think that's the same thing that happened, or that has played out in Osun State, and is so sad that we're having this happening in Lagos simultaneously. And I just want your take on people holding on to power unnecessary, like it's their birthright.
Yes, it's unnecessary. I want to tell Obasa, he's not the first person that has been impeached. Many have been impeached, and they remain the members of that assembly, either state or senate or house of rep. Many has been impeached. Ete has been impeached. Wabara was been impeached. Pius Ayim,
yes.
Imwerem, Chuba Okadibo.
Yes.
You understand? In so many states, so many speakers have
been impeached.
You understand? For calling for president to intervene is going to even worsen the matter, because we have seen how the president intervened in Rivers State. It has not yielded any result. It even escalated the crisis. You understand? Reaching to the level of even denying Rivers State their own allocation. You understand? By a court that don't have a competent jurisdiction to deny people their own rights, their own money. Where is the legitimacy of people in this situation? How can court say court will pronounce or will give order that central bank should block a local government account? They should not pay Rivers State. The Rivers State should prove, because there is no quorum, quote unquote. What is quorum? You understand? Those who decamp and left, they are no longer members. So why are you looking for quorum? You understand? So like I said, the president intervened with the former governor, the FCT minister. They went. They wrote even agreement and understanding. At the end of the day, nothing has been done. It even escalated. And this thing that happened in Osun State is also related in Rivers State. You understand? When Rivers State did their own election, the issue of who is the rightful elected person in that council, the members of the APC or the people that led the former governor loyalists went and wanted to invade. They even invaded some local government secretariat. Is the police, the commissioner of police, then took it upon himself and followed the law and went and prevented those secretariat. APC secretariat was bombed on the eve of the election. There is some local government, I can't remember the name of the local government, that were also bombed or set ablaze. Police went and rescued the people and maintained law and order until when the court gave judgment, and who are elected should take over those secretariats, and police withdrew, and now there is governance. So in Osun State, we just see there is no reason for any loyalists of a former governor. You understand? Because all this thing that is happening is because of former governor. You understand? Even in Lagos State, is another former governor that they are calling to intervene. You know? So it's always about former governor. So now that Osun State will conduct their local government election or conducted their local government election, they're expecting their money, and these people came and said, no, we are still in power.
There was a court of appeal judgment.
Yes.
And the talk is that it was misinterpreted. And that was what led to the mayhem in Osun State.
Who misinterpret? Definitely there is somebody who misinterpret. You understand? But what is so clear is APC and Oyetola loyalists that clash with PDP and Adeleke loyalists. You understand? And today we are talking about 6 people that lost their life in a struggle for power.
Despite judgment being given.
Yes. So you see, that is why I said we have not. There is no any dividend of democracy if justice cannot prevail.
Now, 15 out of 20 council secretariat was actually affected in this, tussle in Osun State. Besides the lives that were lost in Osun State, and of course, just like we've been talking, at the center of the conversation is, a group of people holding on to power and not letting go, even when we have court judgments to that effect. So, and this is not new also. This is something that is recurrent. This is something that has always been part of our history, our political history as a people. One would expect that in times like this, with all advancement in information technology, knowledge, when you talk about people who have traveled the world, Nigerians are one of the people who travel the world. We travel and we avail ourselves of democracies in other parts of the world. Nigerians are one of the most educated, well-read people. Everywhere we go, our results are the best in any institution that we go to. We have the knowledge, we have the information, we have the education. How come we cannot imbibe all of this into ourselves, into our culture, and let the winner win? And as a loser, you live to fight another day. Why?
Yes, you see, like you rightly said, we're in the 21st century, you understand, and we are all educated and knowledgeable people, and even those who we presume that don't have knowledge, because those who went and fought for our independence, 90% of them, or almost majority of them, don't even have a degree or diploma. You understand? Some are secondary school certificates. Some are, you understand? Some are even students that went and fought for our independence. You understand? So we should above standard. We expectedly to be above standard in our governance, but all what we are having is bad governance, bad governance, bad governance. In this Osun state, for 12 good years, or more than 12 years, there is no elected local government council or officials. It's either by caretaker, since the former governor Rauf Aragbeshola, there is no local government election. Oyetola, there is no local government election. Now that the Supreme Court gave judgment that monies should not go, grants should not go for unelected officials, the Supreme Court did pronounce that, because it's in the Constitution, it's only people, legitimate people, elected people, that will be given the monies, and be trusted with the monies of the people. You understand? So today we are seeing all these things in our National Assembly, both Senate and House of Rep. You wonder which school they have gone, which constitution are they reading? Are they not part of us? We are all suffering. Our light is the same. They pay, we pay higher, they pay higher. They can't afford to take their children to our schools and their wives and children to our hospitals. They took them abroad with our own money, whether legally acquired or corruptly acquired. But taking out a money that are not in our laws, you understand, definitely is illegally. If you come back to the food we buy, the food stuff we buy, they are the same also consumers. So whatever we feel, they feel, but they will still inflict hardship on us. They will escalate the hardship by allowing the government to continue with their bad policies, the policies that don't have human face, and they look the other way. There is no check and balances. We don't even hear anything from them. The whole of this this administration, let me start from 2023 to date, the only thing the National Assembly did is by stopping the increment of credit and data of our mobile phones. That's the only thing Nigeria will benefit from this current National Assembly.
Now,
From 2023 to 2025.
Now, Habib, I want to come in there since you've somehow, have taken us back to the economy. The Nation this morning, we didn't have that today, but we have it right here. The Nation says inflation drops to 24.48% in expected MBS January figures. There was a rider to that story: enhanced digital methodologies in line with global standards adopted. I want to come back to Tayo on this.
Yes.
We keep getting figures. Now we have a new report. Inflation drops to 24.48%. I want your take on that as a Nigerian, one who lives right here. Do you agree on ground, not on paper? Do you agree on ground as a Nigerian, as a woman, as a mother who keeps a home, that you felt any of this that is on paper on ground? 24.48%
yes.
from January.
For me, I've not seen any change. Nothing has changed. In fact, things are even increasing. What is written here, the inflation rate that they said it has dropped, we've not felt it physically. And we need, if something has dropped, it should reflect on what we are buying. We still go to the market. The prices of food stuff are still the same. Prices of fuel is still the same. Everything, I've not seen anything that has changed or that has dropped. In fact, around January, I exchanged dollar, and dollar was like 1,006 something. Then now I learned is 1,005 something. And I was talking to somebody yesterday that even with the drop, nothing has dropped. There's a little drop from 1,006 to 60 something to 1,050 something. There's a little drop, but there's no change. Things are still the way it is. They are still static. So I don't know what's happening to the economy. I don't know what NBS is doing about it. We can't feel any drop. It's just a paper drop, but not a physical drop, because as far as we are concerned, the things we buy are still the same. The economy is still the same. The fuel, everything is still the same. Nothing has changed. Flight tickets, in fact, flight ticket is something else. Everything is on the increase. There is no drop in anything. We've not felt it, but like he said when we came in, that maybe by March we'll begin to feel it. But from January till date, there is no change, and we believe that there will be a change. There's no change.
Join us. We need to go for a break. If you just join us, it is the press. When we return, it will be your turn to call in and let us know, get your take and your feel on some of the issues, trending issues on our papers today, in Nigeria. We'll take that break, and when we return, my guests who are raring to go with so much information, they'll still be here. So stay with us. Welcome back. It is still the press, and this is where you come in and let us know your take on unfolding and trending breaking stories all around us. Of course, we appreciate if you use the papers as a guide. And I also want to let you know that my guests, they're still here. Tayo Olaniyi, who is a social analyst, she's still with us, and Habib Gajo, public affairs analyst, who is still here. Before we went on the break, we were actually talking on the inflation according to the MBS January figures that says that inflation dropped in January by 24.48%. And there was a rider to that story: enhanced digital methodologies in line with global standards adopted. Now, Habib, this is a lot of grammar. Even for me as a person, it's a lot of grammar. What we want is the result, right?
Yes.
Not the grammar. So I want you to react to the methodologies and the digital inside this inflation matter. Like you said, wahala, or is it kata? Okay. Please help us understand how all of this plays out in the situation we find ourselves.
Yeah, you see, MBS is one of the rating agencies that we accept their rating. You understand? Because they are our agencies. Because we can't rely on foreign agencies that will rate our own economy or our own living standard. You understand? That is why we believe in MBS. We trust. We have trust in MBS. No matter how the government is, they will come out and say this is how it is. It's MBS that told us 133 million Nigeria were poverty and malnourished people in Nigeria. You understand? It's MPS that is telling us that our economy is doing bad, our economy has been falling, and so on and so forth. You understand? And they have never told us the mechanism they use. But this one sounds suspicious. The way Tayo said, we are not feeling it, we have not seen it. Maybe we'll wait, maybe second quarter. You understand? Because
nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
So why MBS would tell us the methodology and technological digital that they use while our commodities is a local market? You understand? Is a primitive farming and production and primitive transportation. It's still trailer that falls every day on the road.
On the road.
You understand? It's still the same barrow pusher. You understand? Or Alabaru that will put it on his head and take it to next end. You understand?
Yes.
So what has changed?
Nothing.
So why are they bringing technological and digital expert while our economy has not been based on that? If you look at now, I just want to say this to the government. No country that build their economy on borrowing and adding taxes. You can't be borrowing and adding taxes at the same time. You are hitting your economy. I want to ask MBS, from where they got this 24%, while the central bank last MPC meeting has increased the lending rate from 26 to 28.7%. You understand?
Please, I'm sorry, we need to take this call. I'm so sorry.
No.
Hello?
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
Thank you very much, ma. I'm on to XID calling from Lagos. Honorable Gajo and Oga Madam, good morning. Thank you very much for your wonderful analysis.
Good morning.
Let me quickly respond regarding what my honorable guest was saying regarding the economic issue in the country.
Please go ahead.
Believe me, sometimes I ask myself, the government policy regarding the economy, are we for real? What happened with our expertise? What happened with our professors of economics in our university? Are we expecting the international community to come and reduce the national economy for us? For long, the national economic system and the financial system of the nation, they are not in the same ground. You ask yourself, which nation use the economy through palliative? Government create enabling environment. I think government intervention in job creation is far bigger than economy against palliative. What happened with innovation and technology? What happened with our technology school? What happened with our ITF? We need government government intervention, especially through our representatives. What are they doing with the constituency project? If anybody went to his constituency and built skill accusation center, I mean, ask ourselves, are we for real? Government intervention in job creation is far bigger than government intervention in palliatives. We must have to believe in ourselves. Like I always mention, building a nation is a collective responsibility.
That's right.
Together we must build our nation. All these insecurity challenges, banditry, it has to do with lack of unemployment.
Yeah.
When government creates jobs, when government creates enabling environment, when government supports determining youth through the skill acquisition center, through our industrial training form, we will see we have already overcome almost 60% of our crisis, of our problems. Nigerian problems are artificial problems. They are not divine. They are man-made problems.
Man-made, yeah.
That is why we have the representatives. 360 partners are there. 109 partners are there. Each and every state has its own house of assembly. And we are talking about democracy. Are we into real democracy or we are into militant democracy for God's sake?
Thank you so much.
We must have to realize the reality of this, they come largely from the way you think, the way you observe, the way you feel, and the way you act. Now it's time for us to act. The policymakers must do the needful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, CMD. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
That was powerful contribution.
He has said so much. The phone lines are still open for you to call in to be heard. We want to appreciate our first caller who raised a lot of issues, saying we do not need to wait for the international. He asked a question: are we waiting for the international community to come tell us how to, rule and run our country? No country survives on palliative, but job creation by government. I want your reaction to what he said, all that he said.
He made a powerful contribution, very powerful. And it's true that you can't build an economy on just palliative. The government needs to look out to build the economy with what we have, the resources that we have. We have refineries. Most of our refineries are not really even working. We have all that it takes. We have the crude oil. We have all that it takes. We are the ones that give it to other nations to be able to, other countries to be able to, they refine them. Sometimes they bring them back again, and we that are producing it, that, we don't have enough to be able to use. That's the reason why sometimes we have all scarcity. For me, I feel the scarcity are not really real. They are, most of them, they are man-made scarcity. So what am I trying to say? His contribution is so, is so brilliant, is so encompassing. And then we need to also build, opportunities, create job opportunities for, through the skill acquisition center, like he said. Yes. So build opportunities for people, because this insecurity we are facing right now is as a result of no job. So whatever you see, whatever anybody sees, they use it as a survival mode. That's why people, there's a lot of killings, there's a lot of kidnaps, there's a lot of things that are going wrong in the country, because everybody wants to survive, and whatever they see, they survive on. So the government needs to arise and awaken and create more job opportunities for the people.
I think we have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Good morning. Please, can we meet you? What's your name? What's your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning to the guest. Especially that, madam. Today, shall never see new changes, and we are waiting for the new changes. In fact, it says of the my name is
Please, what's your name? First, what's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mohammed. I'm calling from Medjugorje.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Mohammed, today I have not blamed APC, ba? No,
I am appreciating your model. That is why you should be. When you are speaking to the whole nation, just preserve yourself, because you don't know who you might be next tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, Mohammed, go on, please. We need a reaction to this.
Yeah, my reaction to the economy of the country is just the same way all of you are saying. Actually, if we come together, we can make a formidable team.
Yeah.
We were very formidable as Nigerians before. I don't know what go wrong. In fact, I am even asking myself, is it the Shaitan that visits Nigeria? We're very good people in every aspect. Nigerians have been, emulated by people all over the world. I don't know what goes wrong. Is it insiders, sponsored insiders who came in between of us and create problems for us to become confusionists? I don't know. Honestly speaking, if you look at it, how we were before and what we are today, definitely we need to ask ourselves collectively. All of us, I'm not talking about South, West, or North, all of us as Nigerians, honestly speaking. So, having said that, let me raise another observation through this media. This issue of fuel quality. Previously, I've told you that we are having two types of fuel. One, we call it carnelian. The other one is antelope. That carnelian, if you can buy it at 2,000 naira per liter, is even better than to buy the antelope type of petrol at 1,000. Why? Because if you can sample it, take a distance, take like 5 gallons of fuel of carnelian in your car, and then the other man take 10 liters or 10 gallons of antelope type of fuel, go on road. You may get to that same distance, or you may even go ahead of him.
How do we know the difference? How do we know the difference?
This is what we are praying for now through this awareness. Let everybody know that the type of fuel we have, they are all fuel. Not every person who does not have that instrument cannot easily know what type of fuel is good, what type of fuel is bad. And all of them, you can see them in the same marketers, filling station, or the same price. So, that surcharge is even worse in real terms. If you think you can go inside in 2 gallons, try, you will not get to your destination. If it is that actual type of
it burns faster.
Now, since the president is petroleum minister, and we have all these petroleum regulatory agents or whatever, let them check the type of quality of the fuel that are being imported to Nigeria. Honestly speaking, we are suffering.
Seriously.
It is not good as Nigerians for us to continue to be deceiving ourselves, cheating ourselves in every aspect of life. It's not good. As a transporter, for example, if you pay a fuel of that magnitude, thinking that it will take you to that destination, you end up stuck in the main road or in the middle of the bush, where all these useless people come and take every of their road, they already carry, kidnap all of you. That's what is happening in Katsina. So, all this time, that kind of thing is creating another insecurity. So, for that, let me use this our medium, our
Thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, because of time, thank you. Thank you so much. So this is new to me that we have two types, antelope and chameleon. He says the chameleon is the best and the antelope isn't.
Burns faster.
Yeah, so, and I don't know how we will know. You don't.
You said you should get instrument, but how do we do it? We use
again the NNPCL. If they need to create that awareness or information to the people.
That is why I said all what we are doing or what the instrument we are using is primitive and is locally made instrument. That is why I said from where the MBS got that digital and digital methodology to weigh our inflation.
Yes, I think we have another. Hello, we have another call. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, we lost that.
So what is he saying? There is a filling station. I don't know whether to mention the name of the filling station.
No, we can't do that.
Because that filling station, if I bought 20 liter, it will take me like almost 15 to 17 days. You understand? While if I bought from another filling station, including the one we have that I have right to mention, NNPC, you understand? it only 8 to 9 days. It has
So
finished.
there's a difference.
There's a difference.
So you agree to
And
what Mohammed said now?
Yes.
Okay, so we
There's a
have two
difference.
different types.
we have.
I noticed that one burns
You
faster
understand?
than the other.
Yes.
Okay, we
And I
have.
use it for my generator, and the same.
Hello.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
My name is Michael. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, thank you, Mike. So, can we get your reaction on the issues this morning?
Yes, I want to react to the headline about the Osun State, the killing in Osun State.
Please go ahead.
Paper that so Anire called on president for it and then in the case of what is happening in the state. Like the former governor tried to make issues as a result of the upcoming local government election. And today we are seeing headlines of how many people killed already because of local government election. People, what is happening now is just to gain political relevance in the state. The former governor wants to mention the incoming local government and then they have actually maybe 20, they have 19, 18, 19 to gain political relevance in the state. The incumbent governor is fighting to mention the people that are coming there are people that will be answerable to him. So why would we be playing politics with people's lives? Now, the people that are killed now, what do we say to their parents? Because of you want to get into power, you want to retain your seat. APC as a party want to get the whole Nigeria turned into one party system in Nigeria. They are doing everything possible from the local government, from the councillors to make sure they have their people in every area. I just pray that this issue will not get to like the case of River State. Because this is how it started. It's not just issue intervene on that because the governor has called on him as a father to intervene. Let's just put political parties aside. Let's see intervene on what is happening in the before it gets more active and more than this. Because we are losing lives. Those lives cannot be compared to whatever we are fighting for to gain political relevance in the state because you are ex-governor, you are doing it and concentrate on the ministerial work that you are given. Let's see what you are doing. Forget about what is happening in the state. Whosoever that comes in as a local government chairman or councillor, it should be the affair of the state. You are in the state and concentrate on your work. That is what you want.
Yes.
Forget about what is happening in the state. The killing doesn't work. How long can we continue to lose people because of political office and all of that?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's getting out of hand.
Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. The phone lines are still open. You can call in and let us get your take on unfolding stories. Now, talking about we're talking about the NNPCL fuel. We've talked about the Osun situation. I don't know if we can just round up on the fuel. This revelation that's been given to us, and you also concurring to it that we have two different types of fuel. So as a motorist, you have to be vigilant and know where you're buying from. They've been given two names. One is chameleon and the other is antelope. And we're told that chameleon is the best, while antelope is not good. So
yes, the price of the chameleon is even different. You understand? There is a difference of maybe 50 to 80 naira difference.
And the caller Mohammed has said buy the one that is expensive because on the long run it will serve you better.
Yes, yes, that's true. You understand? Because like I said, I used to go to that filling station, and that filling station, you will see there is no line, no queue, only few people that
because it's more expensive.
Yes, it's only people that know the quality of that fuel. You understand? Chameleon that goes there
to buy.
I think we have another call. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Dr. Layi from local Kogi State.
Dr. Layi.
From local Kogi State.
Yeah, so Doctor, go ahead. Let's have your view.
Thank you. I really want to thank KAFTANTV. I think thank all your guests on the studio. It's been all what you people have been commending, pointing out, really, it falls under leadership. you know quite well that this country, we have not really decided to govern the country. And the worst among us are the ones leading us today. And that's why we find it difficult to implement policies or to introduce policies that will reflect the life of ordinary people. The issue of tankers that you are mentioning is a minor issue that even for the Republic here, that they are not up to some stage in this country, they can able to introduce policy that regulates how tankers operations are done. But in this country, because there is no proper structural in our policy and our governance, most of these people that use, they are not intellectually grounded. They are morally, many of them, they are not well brought up. Either they are brought up as somebody that picked them on the way. Because parental upbringing is very important. If you are well brought up, when you want to take what belongs to people, you will be very careful. Most they are stealing people money. Who brought them up? Either some of them, they were brought up by their grandmother, their mother, and so some of them have fatherly advice, fatherly guidance, parental guidance. So, and that's why the attitude of our those governors is a serious challenge. Look at the money these people they are projecting for things that they are not important. Every year you see in our budget they are introducing cars. They are spending money on cars. They are projecting a lot of billions for treatment that you can't see anywhere. The Empower program that you cannot find anywhere. Which country is behaving this way? Public, our neighbors here, they don't behave the way we are behaving as a people. And you automatically will continue to be repeating the same challenges that we are repeating. We will be discussing them every year, every day, every month. Because these people, they can't take us to nowhere. They don't understand anything about governance. And that's why if we cannot eliminate all these ones, Madam, in the seat here, I'm telling you people, we are not going anywhere because this category of people, look at their history. If only in Nigeria somebody will be in power without people knowing his background. When you are coming out for elected position, either you are going to the Senate, local government chairman, president, anything in the society today, they find out who brought you up. What is your education? What job has you done? What have you invested in the since we were born? What have you achieved? Nothing. This one we don't ask question at all. We don't ask question in this country at all.
Yes.
See, madam, as I'm talking to you now, eventually will still be our president.
Well, we don't have we don't have much time.
The guy is making
We want to thank you so much. We will not see that happen. We will not see that happen in our time. We want to appreciate you for calling. We appreciate you so much for calling this morning, Dr. Lai from Lokoja. Unfortunately, time is not our friend on the show. Just when it's beginning to heat up, all the way from Lokoja, the bell has gone off that we have to round up on the press this morning, but we cannot go without thanking our callers, Mike from Abuja, and of course Dr. Lai from Lokoja, CMD from Lagos, SMD from Lagos, and Mohammed from Maiduguri. We appreciate you for calling. I've noticed that SMD and Mohammed, they are regular callers on the show, just waiting. We appreciate you. And of course, my guests this morning, they've been wonderful. Tayo Olaniyi, who is a social analyst. I appreciate you for being on the show.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And of course, Habib Gajo, who is a friend to the house, is a public affairs analyst. We appreciate you for being on the show this morning and hope to see you again and again.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
We need to have more time for
Definitely.
to digest the economic.
Yes. So, my name is Anire Binitie. Thanks for being on the show from the flip side this morning. Tomorrow is another day. Remember to tune in. Until next time, bye for now.